Hi YouTube, this is my long-awaited for promised video of my 900 square foot temporary house. Lord willing, it is temporary. I'm sorry it's so late. I promised a long time ago. We moved back in September and it is now March 2nd. And life is crazy here. We're constantly going out and looking for houses and driving around, and so just getting this done has been delayed. But I still wanted to do it and just show you how we're doing it here. It has not been as bad as I thought. I mean, I don't want to make it sound easy. It's awful, but it's not as bad as I thought. It has made me see that I can actually live with a lot smaller house and be content, be happy. I've realized that I don't need all the things that I had before, which I've wanted to go minimalist for a long time, and probably a lot of people would not call me a minimalist even still, but I've realized that a lot of the things that I packed away, I don't even miss. And so probably when I go to unpack them, they're just gonna get sold, taken to Goodwill, given away, whatever, because I don't even want them back. So I've heard that tip before, that if you're not sure, pack it away and see if you miss it. And I've never done it, but it's true because I don't miss any of this stuff. But anyway, we're here. I'm gonna kind of pause the video at one point just so that I can go take care of lunch for my kids, and also I was washing sheets in the other room, and so I didn't want to show it like that. But I'm going to have little ones napping in my bedroom in just a second. It's only a one-bedroom house, one bathroom. Like I said, 900 square feet, cozy, but it's actually a nice open floor plan, so it doesn't feel as small and tight as you would imagine it to, and it has worked out great for us. Thankfully, we have not gotten the flu yet. I have worried about that since moving in. What if we get the flu? In one bathroom, it's going to be awful, but we haven't. Thankfully, we've gotten colds and such, and but it's been okay. And my mom and dad live next door, so if we really had to, we could run over there. Don't want to, but we could. So anyhow, I'll back up here and show you that this is our little bathroom counter, and it's kind of high. This house was built for my grandmother before she died, and so everything was built to handicap standards, wider doors. She has a shower that's it's a full size, like a bathtub, so that they could fit like a seat in there for her, but she could step over that little ledge, so it's like a stand-up shower, really. That's all it is. But, so the kids needed that little IKEA stool. IKEA has been my lifesaver. I hated IKEA before. I don't think they're pretty. I like country antiques. But in this house, it has been a lifesaver because we couldn't make things work in here without a couple of things that we've used from them. And not even that many, but it's been really helpful. And we use a lot of their stuff in our storage shed, which I will show you in totally another video, so this doesn't get too long. We keep all our toothbrushes in antique jars on the counter. But this is our cabinet space under here, which is really pretty good space. So I keep I separate things, shaving supplies. We buy like a year's worth of shaving supplies when they go on sale at Sam's and stock up. And same thing for a lot of my shampoos and my hairsprays and things. I stock up because they're mail order things, and so I like to get free shipping, so I'll order like $50 at a time, so I get free shipping, and then I have to store it, which I thought I was not going to ever be able to do anymore in this house, but it turns out I can. It's actually everything has fit pretty well. Sorry, that's a little boring view. So I keep all my necessities up there, kids' hair stuff, teeth flossers, hair bows, extra makeup in there. And I got this little cart from IKEA, which I love, extra lotions and cleaning supplies, toilet paper, extra toilet paper, because this obviously would not be enough for a family of 10. I'd be running them to the grocery store all the time. We keep extra toilet paper in the attic, and paper towels up there too. Extra diapers go in the attic. It's not a large attic at all, but there's enough space to do that, and put a few toys up there so we can rotate toys, because we can't keep many of those out either. I'm trying to talk fast because I know that I tend to make too long of videos. So this is really nice. I don't even have to put away my hair dryer and my curlers. They're just out, ready, already plugged in, and I love that. Keep some extra magazines in that little chicken wire rack, which I can't wait to hang in my hopefully new country house. If you would be in prayer for our family, we really want to find a country house with acreage, because that is what we had before, and we're actually really regretting that we ever sold. These cabinets, I had this in my the little one's room in the last house, if you remember seeing that video tour. and I kept their underwear in it, so I do the same thing, underwear and socks, tights, that kind of thing. And then this was here already. I know it doesn't look pretty because they don't match, but you know, function is more important to me here. And so we keep underwear and socks and that for the older ones. And in this bottom drawer, isn't this ridiculous? All these have missing pairs. That is my, I wouldn't say my biggest frustration, but a very big frustration. I don't understand. I have 2 feet. I take my socks off at the same time. Right there, right when you get in the shower, is the hamper. Why do the socks not both of them end up in the hamper? I don't know. But anyway, so that's where I keep my extras, and I try to match them up when they're found, because they're always found. It just will be months later. Thermometers and cleaning rags. I sell Norwex. If anybody's interested in that, I will make a video for that, of how I clean with Norwex. It's awesome. It's fast. It is only water, which sounds crazy, but it works great. And then I never have time to fold the clothes immediately, so I have a whole bunch to do right there. I still keep our rags and things hanging on these little suction cups, just like I always did at the last house. It's a nice big shower, so there's plenty of room. They don't get soaked and stuff while we're showering, so it works out good, and I have room for all my supplies. This is my Norwex scrub mitt, so you can clean right while you're in the shower. Love it. And I just got this. It's a little dirty. I need to do some washing. I have 6 boys. So white shower curtain doesn't do well with 6 boys, but I wanted it to try to keep the space looking open, because I knew we were going to have a lot in here, and I've been happy with it. I just got that, picked that up from Walmart. I keep my robes hanging there, and this is my husband, my towels, and our Norwex cleaning rags, so that I can just literally wipe up in a couple minutes, and this bathroom will look fabulous in literally 3 to 5 minutes. I love it. So I keep them hanging there so I can do this fast. My washer and dryer are running right now. This is where I try to maintain the proper attitude. I have a love-hate thing. I'm thankful. I know my heart should stay grateful. I'm thankful for a washer and dryer. It would be really awful to not have one. But this thing doesn't wash good. It doesn't fit much, and it takes forever to dry. Our power bill in this tiny house is every bit as much as it was in our 1,500 square foot house, and we had a big shed and everything that had power running to it. We had power running out to the chickens so that we could turn a light on at night if it was winter and they weren't getting a lot of light. And our power bill is just as much here. I don't understand it, except for this dryer. I hate this dryer. I should say hate. I'm thankful for it, but I wish it did faster. I'm gonna hug my washer and dryer when I get my house and get that back. I can't wait. But this is a mess. I wish I cleaned it up first, but you know, I'm out of time, so that is my goal for this afternoon, to actually clean up this closet. But I keep extra light bulbs up here, a bucket for soaking things, for some extra dish detergent. My mop and ironing board fit in there. And then I just have all kinds of stuff piled. And I need to find a way to better store this, better stack it. That box doesn't even have Tide Pods in it. I don't even use those anymore because I don't like all the junk that's in it. But I just store stuff in it. I use the box to stack. And I don't like these racks. They were here already, and it's not my house. I don't have the liberty to move things around. In fact, even the decorations, like the pictures you see, if you saw the pictures on the wall, they're not mine. They were here, and I'm not going to ask my mom to take everything down, because when we leave, she's going to put all my grandmother's things probably back in here. And anyway, so I'm just thankful they let us live here for the time being while we search for a house. But yeah, all my extras can go in here, and some things are just things that I regularly use, my iron and all that stuff. Not the best rack. I don't like. I feel like I'm gonna end up pulling these out if I'm not careful. But you know, and you have to lay some things down on their sides. But you know, it works. And it's not been as bad, honestly, as I thought it would be. So then here is my bedroom. My comforter, I don't love this either. It's the wrong side of the comforter. It got torn from kids. Someone threw up on it, and we had to wash it, and it wouldn't come clean, and we washed it several times. And anyway, I thought when I moved in this house I had bought a comforter that I had looked for a long time to finally find one I liked, and I saved it so that when I moved I'd have a new fresh one, and I put it on and I said, oh, I hate it. And so I still got to take it back. So I flipped this one on the wrong side so that it didn't show the tears. And anyway, it's not the prettiest, but anyway, we keep the kids' towels hanging on the closet doors out here, and we have closets on either side. And I'll even show you those. We get the light switch here. Takes a second for the kids to come on. I keep some of the little ones, and see, we don't even use all the storage space. It's amazing. I keep some of the little ones' shoes in that, and extra hangers and stuff there. And then all the kids, believe it or not, have summer and winter fit for 8 children in here and in the drawers. And it has worked well. They're a little crammed, but not too bad. And anything that we need to switch out, we have a storage building that we built here that can be moved with us. A little small storage building just for our extra clothes, out of season clothes, just all the things that we used to store in the attic, all the clothes we used to store in the attic, we've put in there. And then we rented a public storage thing for like all of our shed stuff and all the extra. I had a lot of kitchen cabinets, so everything that was in the kitchen cabinets that couldn't fit here are in there, just things like that. So we do have off-site storage, but like I said, I really want to get rid of a lot of it now that I've seen how I can live without it. Extra wipes, we buy them at Sam's, so that's why there's so many. And diapers, and this is one of my son's clothes. He's got like good clothes I can't talk. These are his good clothes for summer and winter on that shelf, and these are his play clothes, and white t-shirts for Sunday shirt, wearing under Sunday shirts, and also his pajamas and swimsuits and stuff are on that shelf, and his shoes underneath. But it all fits, I think, pretty nicely, and we don't like that up there. Those are my grandmother's blankets. I don't even use that space. So we have actually a little extra if we needed it. So then over here, and this one is kind of messy, is my husband and mine. And I hung these hooks on the wall for necklaces and stuff, which I really like that idea. I'd never done that at my last house, and everything would get jumbled up. Or actually, I didn't have many necklaces. And more recently, I've actually splurged and bought some things. I got some things for $1 at a thrift store and some other things on sale. But then I started going, oh no, I don't have a jewelry box. So this has worked great. Command hooks, they have become my best friend here in this house. I have used command hooks everywhere. I love them. Velcro command hooks, or not, they're not hooks then, but command strips to hang things that I want to be take off the walls, be able to, and I don't want to damage her walls, so that's really nice. Some extra things like our nebulizer. We get kids that get croup so bad they end up in the emergency room, and so we can stay out of the emergency room with that. So some extra things like that, extra kitchen towels that I thought we might need, blankets. My husband always goes the day after Thanksgiving and gets his jeans for the year and a Sunday shirt or two, and so we have those in here, so if he wears out his jeans, he's got an extra pair, and we saved money by buying them the day after Thanksgiving. I don't really need these candles here, but I knew in storage that they would melt, and I didn't want to just throw them all away. So that is why they are up here. But this fits mine and my husband's clothes. He definitely has less than me, as you can see. I keep all my scarves just hanging on a hanger here. A couple extra towels and sheets. Those are like bags for taking, if we go off for the day or something and I need something to put a couple change of clothes in. I have in a Ziploc space bag some extra towels, or beach towels is really what that is, just in case we were here for the summer. I had not anticipated that we would be, but I'm afraid we will be. But those things, I love them when they work, but every one of them that I've used when we moved has lost their seal. And that's really frustrating, and that has happened every time, whether I buy the Dollar Tree space bags or the name brand Ziploc. I'd hoped, I spent $20 buying name brand, and it didn't work any better. So I have to hide these in here so they don't get eaten all the time. But I keep around some of those, and when we do phonics and stuff, every once in a while I'll pull them out and give him a little treat if he gets everything right. And this is just kind of my conglomeration of mess here. So I do have to have some messes because there's just nowhere else to put things. But all my scrapbook stuff, I thought that maybe I would have a chance to scrapbook some in this house because I haven't done the last 3 children. And I don't want to get any more behind. But then I realized that I left the photos in storage and I can't get to them now. So this is useless. It's just in the way now. Extra shoes and all the kids' BB guns, which are driving me crazy because they are in the way, stuffed in that corner. And I keep a little seat for the baby, but I never use it. So my shoes and a couple of my husband's shoes on the back of this door. This is a little IKEA thing, and IKEA may have these. They did not come from there. They actually came with, I think they had a hook for the wall. I can't remember. But my grandmother had a shoe storage on this door that hooked like that. But I didn't like her whatever you call that, bag, I guess. And so I switched it. I put my bag on it from IKEA and used her hooks, and it works great. Same old desk space as I had before. And this is so ugly. I used to keep this in a closet, and so it never bothered me as a thrift store find. But, you know, I don't have any closet to put it in here, and I have to have my file to keep all my bills to be paid, and bills paid, and tax information, and stuff like that. And it didn't have any locks, so that is why the ugly lock system here, because I just didn't feel comfortable leaving it open so that anyone could break in and steal, you know, birth certificates or social security numbers. So I locked it up that way. So the baby is in here with us, and this blanket is spread across here because it kind of blocks some of the light coming in. So when he's laying down in there, he doesn't have light shining in his face. And that's actually why we have it there, even though that looks weird, and a couple of his toys. I have these 2 dressers here, and then one more dresser here. This was my grandmother's. I think we put one dresser in storage and just used hers, and then brought 2 of ours. And this fits all the folding clothes except for those 2 shelves that I showed you in the closet. This is all the folding clothes for summer and winter for our family of 10. You really only need, if you wash every day or every other day, you only need 2 or 3 outfits for each season, you know. And so I like doing it that way. It's worked great for us. I'm very happy with that. Again, like I said, these are not my pictures. That is not my picture. I don't like that picture. But this isn't my house, so I'm leaving it. Anyhow, I can't do without my reading. I'm, somebody that's like addicted to drugs or alcohol. That's me, except for books. I can't stand to go somewhere without a book. Like, it would just be depressing to me to not have a book. So I'm reading all the time. So that's where I keep them. And then we have some extra magazines and things down here. Phone. I got this over-the-door mirror from IKEA too, which I love because they did not have a full-length mirror in this house. And so I love that because everything that I'm doing, I'm trying to do with the intention that I'm not leaving any marks on the walls. I'm not damaging anything. And we'll have to touch up a few spots where kids have, bumped into something and messed it up. But overall, we're not going to have to do a lot of things when we leave here. This here is also from IKEA. They're like $20. They're cheap. And it's like an extra little closet that we could fit in the bedroom. And so it has a rack down at the bottom for storing stuff. And this is where our coat closet is. And it really has every bit as much space as we had in the last house. And then, like I said, there's these racks on here. And I honestly just let the kids their play coats so they go out and play in and get dirty and I don't worry about it. I just let them throw them in there. And then I'd have a lot more storage space, but I actually have that bedspread that I need to return in there, taking up all the rest of that space. We keep I've got some hidden up there, a birthday present for my daughter. So that's those boxes. It's her birthday in a few days. And then my husband keeps his guitar up there, and I do keep my violin down in here, so we store some things like that in there. And anyway, I know I have talked a million miles a minute, and yet I still am not done in 19 minutes. I've got more to show you. So maybe I'll split this into 2 videos just to keep it a little better. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want to know how we do things, just leave it in the comments and I'll try to make another video. I have fun doing these, and because I love so much to watch other people's videos and see how they do things, and I get inspired by them. In fact, that's probably how I got a lot of ideas even for this house, is watching videos. And North and South is a YouTube channel. They didn't ask me to say this. They don't know who I am probably. But they are a family with 9 children that live on an RV, and I watch them and I'm like, okay, if they can do it in an RV, I can do it in 900 square feet. And it actually got me really excited to move into this house, thinking I can do this. If they can do that and travel, surely I can do this. And I've got a storage building that I can keep too. So they don't even have that. So anyway, I got a lot of inspiration from other YouTube videos, and so I appreciate everything that all of you put out for me to see and learn from, and hopefully you enjoy some of what I do and don't hate my videos. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll just make another video with the rest of the house. Bye.